I always wanted to have an inflatable crocodile in my pants. Then I'll just grab this energy drink. How's the water?
Wet. You stupid or what? Stick your hand in if you want to know for sure.
I didn't mean to.
Don't care what you meant.
Have you been here at the hotel long?
Are you implying that I've been here since the 80s?
No, of course not.
I have, though. My second husband ripped off this stupid investor and took him for a cheap suite. And then I ripped him off. Now the suite is mine.
You sound pretty determined.
You could call it that. Maybe you do have some brains, kid.
And now you're living the good life here?
Nah, I'm looking for a new husband. Let's hope number 8 is better than number 7, and is packing more in his pants than number 6. How about you, kid? You already spoken for?
And how?
Oh, well, you're not my type anyway.
Why not?
Too thin, too young, too pale.
No, I thought it was because I don't have any money.
Then our marriage would have been very short.
How's the husband hunt going?
Kinda stalled. Had a candidate in mind. Then he went swimming one night and disappeared. Well, one of his feet washed up on the beach. Don't want to marry a foot.
Nice drink.
Straight alcohol. Only way I can tolerate this meaningless existence.
You mean the whole leisurely floating in a pool under the tropical sun thing?
Here's mud in your eye, kid.
I have to get going. Don't drown. Hey, Shawnee! How's the backpacking going?
It's pretty hard when there aren't many people around.
Because they don't give you enough money?
Sort of. Even the guy in the lobby won't give me any of his tips.
That could be because he works for them.
He just stands around all the time, not working. Besides, he probably's just using them for drugs.
True enough, I guess. Do you have any tips on how I can backpack too?
Oh, you're doing all right with that raggedy outfit of yours.
I beg your pardon. This is my best suit.
Your expression's good too. Just a little confused, hungry, and pleading.
Hey, I don't always look like this.
Then you should be able to manage a trip around the world.
Who are these people who give me money?
They're from all different walks of life. I just have to build an emotional connection to them so that they understand my spiritual journey. Some people have real problems with that. They're just not in touch with themselves.
Or they're stingy.
Or that. I came to this archipelago to thank one of my benefactors personally. He founded this new, totally hip cryptocurrency and opened a new headquarters with his employees here on an island.
Cryptocurrency?
I'm sure you've heard of it. Clickcoin? Don't ask me exactly how that works. I haven't been able to use it to pay for anything yet, but it's good to have a reserve in your wallet.
Wallet?
Anyway, they're headquartered on an island that's completely inaccessible. An island completely surrounded by reefs. A lot of ships have gone down there. Some of them are really old. They must have been wrecked centuries ago.
Larry, according to Sir Muffington's log, his ship, the Unsatisfied, sank off a storm-tossed island here. We should take a closer look at that island.
You're right about that. But Shawnee, why did they open their headquarters in a place like this?
For security reasons, they said. It's private there. It's unregulated offshore waters and all that.
What can you tell me about the island with the dangerous reefs and the waves? Like, for example, its name?
No idea. But the coordinates of the island are -20 and 3. And your ship will have to be especially well equipped to prevent it from being wrecked too.
All I have is a raft.
Then even more so. You should put bumpers on both ends of your raft, otherwise the waves will toss you around and smash you against the rocks.
That would be a bad thing. Wanna go with me?
No, I'll let fate decide. When the stars are right, the perfect wave will carry me there.
If that works.
I float through life like a feather on the wind.
What was that again about an island surrounded by dangerous reefs?
The island where my benefactor has his headquarters? Its coordinates are -20 and 3. You can't get there unless you have a ship equipped with really good... Otherwise, you'll smash up on the rocks there and find a wet grave.
I've heard that's supposed to be unpleasant. See you later.
Okay, folks, it's time for a laugh. Thank you. You're a wonderful audience. Just too bad you're not here. Except for you, in the back. What's your name?
Larry Laffer.
You sure look like it, too. It's one dynamite joke after another today. Today's the premiere of my new stage show, featuring exclusive new material never before heard on any stage in the world.
Wow.
An orc, a troll, and a Mandalorian walk into a bar. The Mandalorian says, "I roll a 7." The orc drops dead in its tracks. Says the Mandalorian, "Hey, I didn't shoot first." Okay. That one's kinda so-so. A necromancer pops up in front of a busty blonde. She says, "Is that a high character value in your pants, or are you just happy to see me?"
I'll take one.
The other day, I ordered an escort service, but they didn't want to jerk me off. They just wanted to heal me all the time instead. They told me that's what happens when you're an escort at a party.
I'll take one.
So I said, I get the party bit. I found a great spell here that can even silence the dragon back home. Damn, that other joke book worked better. Hey, I'm trying to work here. What do you want? Yes?
Very bad taste.
Thanks. I'm glad someone else appreciates it. Most people just start throwing things as soon as I say something about their height, that they're so ugly.
Wait a minute. Did you make a joke about me being ugly?
Sorry. You're probably still in the other room.
Your jokes are kind of odd.
I made them all up myself.
You did?
Yeah, well, I mean, sometimes I take advice from my team.
You have a team?
Stop the interrogation already. Yeah, I take what I can get. Actually, I copied it all from a joke book. And I don't even have that anymore. I lost it. I had it with me at that crazy festival. Maybe somebody there switched it. Instead, now I got this book about role-playing games. But they're kinda strange. I mean, who wouldn't want to dress up as a sexy nurse or something in a role-playing game, but a mage? A healer? Or a dwarf? Well, I guess I'll just have to make the best of it.
Can I have this book on role-playing games?
The only thing I'd swap it for would be a decent joke book. Preferably the one I know. If you can get me that, you can have this Dungeon Master crap.
I have this book on roleplay?
The only thing I'd swap it, preferably the one. If you can get me that, you can have this done.
You ever get too old to be a comedian?
Honestly, I've been asking myself that for a while now. This rock star life in the spotlight, it's pretty exhausting.
I can imagine.
It's a tough, but someone has to bring a little joy.
Even if that dismal daily humdrum is on a sun-drenched tropical island? You ever get...
This rock...
I thought you were a comedian.
Hey,
Have you ever heard...
true enough.
Well,
Hey. Imagine you roll for an orgasm, and all you get is wisdom. The other day, I was in the forest and saw an orc about to eat a beautiful woman. So I said, hey! And then I wanted to search the room, but I only rolled a 3. And then the orc ate me instead. Why did the rogue go to an LGBTQ plus tap? He was looking...
hey, Sean! See you later. Be gone with you. Locked, but I can hear some... Locked. The inflatable guy's valve fits right in the hole. Good idea, but that won't work.
Larry, I pulled something else from Swingle's file for you.
And?
The Marquis de Carnard, who tried to kill the others from the Unsatisfied, there's conflicting information. Either he went crazy and tried to throw himself into the volcano with the keystone, or Cockburn tried to kill him there. Either way, the Marquis disappeared with his stone somewhere on or inside the volcano.
Okay, maybe we can find something. Practical. Hello. Nice outfit.
Who cares?
What?
As long as there's nothing hanging in the way. Try climbing when things are dangling off you everywhere.
Finally, a good reason for scanty clothing. I'm Larry. Larry Laffer?
And I'm Nora.
Do you climb professionally?
You could say that. I just turned my hobby into my profession.
Mountain climber?
Biologist.
What does that have to do with climbing?
How the hell else am I supposed to get to the critters I'm investigating? Some of them are really fast and agile. Besides, I like the athletic challenge.
Good for the abs.
Unfortunately, I often miss my grip and fall.
Oh. What's your favorite animal?
Cats.
What? Just cats? I would have expected some totally exotic animal.
I don't like to take work home with me.
Good point. I'd like to get up to the top of that volcano.
Why would you want to go up there?
I'm looking for a stone from one of the founding fathers.
Which founding fathers?
The ones who discovered this archipelago.
Rocks are boring. I'd love to help you get up there, but I can't do it without my climbing gear.
There's supposed to be a dead marquee here somewhere. Did you see one?
No, I'm only interested in pod geckos.
In what?
The archipelago is home to many rare species, but one is truly unique, and it can only survive on the edges of a volcano. The long-tailed pod gecko. If only I could observe one. Unfortunately, some of my climbing equipment is missing. My sister Dora must have taken it by mistake.
Where can I find your sister then?
Oh, I have no idea where the hell she is now. She usually doesn't know herself. She's always totally overbooked. She said something about looking for a certain plant. What was it called again? Something with V.
Vagina.
Right.
What? Really?
Vagina dentata.
Nice name for a plant.
I'm not a plant person myself. It's an orchid that only grows in one place in the archipelago. It's extremely rare and has been growing here for centuries. But like I said, I don't know anything about that stuff.
Larry, there's a passage in Swingle's file that mentions that plant. Apparently, the Marquis was looking for this plant because it's believed to have sexual magical powers.
If the marquee was there, maybe there's a clue to the keystone. Do you know any more precisely where it is?
The location is in the jungle on Gafuku Island, and I have detailed directions on how to get there. We have to go to a very specific clearing.
Then let's get a move on.
And when you get there, bring my climbing gear, will you please? And give my love to Dora.
I have to run. I have to connect something to it that needs electricity.
Hey,
What's up?
do you have any idea what happened to all that junk I collected?
Junk? What junk?
The junk that was hanging on that hook.
The raft-shaped junk?
The junk-shaped junk.
I, recycled it for you. Isn't that great? Anything for the planet. So how's that bird doing now?
I had to scrub it for hours to get the oil out of his feathers. But I did it.
Great news!
I set him free in the jungle, even in a spot where there was a female close by. But as soon as he saw it, he panicked and ran in the opposite direction.
That's weird. What a strange bird. Another animal in distress somewhere?
Not at the moment. Would you help me if the alarm went off somewhere?
Sorry, I have a lot of animals to take care of myself.
That's definitely a good reason.
Once you're done at Kahlua, where will you go from here?
I don't know yet. I go where I'm needed. There are still enough people in this world who go through life without thinking about others, always throwing things away, tipping them over, breaking them, stealing them.
Sometimes there's just no other way.
I beg your pardon?
Nothing. See you later. The crocodile provides perfect protection for one side of my raft. Aesthetically, this may not be the best shock protection, but as long as it works. Pi, I know Muffington's one of the founding fathers, but why did they name the island after him?
I think it was the only island that didn't have a name.
Well, that's something. What else is here?
The founding fathers spent a lot of time here, and Rigibald Cockburn is said to be buried here. Maybe you can find some trace of him.
And I need to find a way to talk to Faith. She and the other cannibals will have to trust me. Is there anything else you can tell me about Muffington Island from the file?
The island is also considered to be haunted. It's said to be haunted by some scary Sister Superior.
Oh, that sounds exciting. Maybe I can find her. Speaking of scary, that guy back there does look kind of menacing. Hi, I'm Larry.
Hi, my name is Otis. You seem pretty brave.
Why?
I mean, you're a man, right?
You bet I am.
I should be throwing you in our jail right now.
No need, I've been there.
What?
Nothing.
Well, I'll make an exception.
You like being in this tribe?
Oh, so. I'm not allowed to live in the village. My hut has to be outside.
Why's that?
Somehow I sometimes feel like I'm different, from the other cannibal girls. And I've been a member of the tribe since the very beginning.
And, well, I think you're... How can I put this delicately? You're clearly a man.
What? Of course not. That's an unsubstantiated allegation. At any rate, well, I'm just so confused. I don't really know what I am. It's all so confusing.
You have to learn to accept yourself as you are.
What do you mean?
You have to accept your masculine attributes. I have the same problem myself, but at some point I simply had to accept that my masculine virility has no limits. A man can also have his merits.
But the others behave so strangely towards me. This society simply has expectations of me that I can't meet.
If you find yourself attractive, then others will too.
There is something in what you're saying.
What do you know about the little guy in prison?
Oh, he kinda creeps me out. Oh, he looks at me funny and he licks his lips. And the places he grabs himself. There's no way I could ever reach those on my body. The other day, he made me so furious that I grabbed him and choked him. But he actually liked it. I stopped, and he was really disappointed. He said he almost had a sexual out-of-body experience. Ugh. Hopefully, he'll soon be fat enough to eat, and I won't have to hear his voice anymore.
Can you tell me about the Sister Superior?
The Sister Superior? Better not talk about her. She's always somewhere nearby watching us. If we do anything she doesn't like, bad things happen.
Why don't you do something about her?
If only it was that easy. She especially picks on me. I'm her nephew.
You are?
That's what she calls me, and she thinks that everyone in her family is respectable. So I should be too.
I have to get going. Don't eat limbs unless you know where they came from. Yoo-hoo! Could you come back in here?
What is it now?
How long have you
Oh, for quite a while now.
But do you know where you were before?
I only have a vague memory. I was very young, but that doesn't matter. We're living in paradise here, as long as we follow the holy book.
What is your...
It contains all the rules. It tells us what is right and what is wrong. The book is really old, but it was damaged. Fortunately, we were able to put it back together. But, sometimes I'd like to try some of the things that are wrong.
Who doesn't?
But whenever we do something that is not according to the rules in the Holy Book, Sister Superior comes to haunt us. She makes her way through the village and scares us. I was talking to Otis the other day, and I noticed how good she smells. Somehow kind of spicy, different from everyone else here. It made me curious. But then the Sister Superior appeared and yelled at me to keep my hands to myself.
About Otis?
What about her?
So you're kind of curious about her?
Yes. There's something about her that's kind of manly. Sister Superior can't be allowed to hear this.
Of course!
I'm just curious about what it would be like with her, you know? Is that normal? I think I'm the only one here that feels that way.
Sister, if you're asking this guy what normal is, you've come to the wrong place.
Quiet, Pie. There's nothing wrong with you being attracted to him. I mean, her. I mean, after all, you've already had a look in my pants.
Have you forgotten that that's not necessarily representative and it might put someone off?
I will turn you off in a second. Maybe you should just talk to Otis again.
I can't do that. I'm on guard duty and I can't just walk away. And how am I supposed to know if I'd even really be interested in the contents of his pants?
Maybe something can be done about that. Can I have an audience with the Queen?
Of course not. The Queen has given strict orders that she is not to be disturbed.
Why? What is she doing?
She says she's organizing us.
You must admit, that sounds like an excuse to take a nap.
Quiet.
See you later.
Master Lamp?
I found the file.
Oh, how lovely! I hope it helps you find it, and that we can then both enjoy exploring the cave.
Of course. Do you need anything else?
Oh, I'll admit I'm a little bored, but I pass the time with my fertile imagination, and with planning what little diversions to try next. Did you know that you could have extraordinary sexual experiences where the mind leaves the body for a short time?
I prefer to have sexual experiences in my body.
Oh, you don't know what you're missing.
I'm afraid I have to run now.
Oh,
What? How did you get out?
I was just looking for the bathroom.
Get back in there.
That Wendy girl finds you interesting.
Really? That would be great.
You like her too?
When I look at her, something happens down there.
That sounds familiar. So you're interested in Wendy, she's interested in you.
But I'm really not certain she's actually interested in me.
Look at yourself. A man like you. You're top. And then there's your sonorous, powerful voice. Not to forget your penetrating masculine gaze. So,
I don't know. Those things make me feel Wendy would just laugh at me.
So you're...
But I'm
Look at you. Your barbaric tresses. And then there's... your sonor, not to forget. Your penetrating masculine gaze. So,
You're right. I really am completely manly. Well, maybe I should actually reach out to Wendy. But how can I make her curious about me?
well, you're wearing that loincloth.
It gives me a lot of freedom down below. And everything dangles so nicely.
I've learned that nowadays, people send each other photos of their... you know.
What's the photo?
Just let me take one. Wendy will be thrilled.
If you say so.
Okay, hold still. Let me take a picture.
Does it hurt?
Only if you put it on the internet.
Where?
Let's not talk about that. Yoo-hoo! Could you come back?
What is it
I have a photo here that...
Show me. Wow. So this is what they look like ungrilled? Are they all so hairy?
all depends on where you shave.
Well, I like it.
Maybe you should talk to Otis about this.
That's a good idea. But I'm not supposed to leave my post.
I'll keep...
Maybe that would be enough. I'm just so...
Otis can't wait. Have fun! Great, the coast is clear.